So at the start of March, I went on an amazing camping trip with some friends to Lake St Clair in Singleton, New South Wales. And I was lucky enough to do a couple of photo shoots too, which I'm super excited to show you guys in today's video. So let's not wait any longer and jump right into it. Hey guys, and welcome back to Lizzies Perspective. I'm Lizzie, if you haven't guessed it already, and on my channel I share with you all my tips and tricks to help you become a better photographer. So if this is something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications to stay up to date with all my weekly videos. So a few weekends ago, I went to Lake St Clair in Singleton, New South Wales with some friends who were going skiing, and I thought I'd take up the opportunity and snap a few shots while I was there. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I plan to do so many shoots on this trip with the potential to come away with 5 different videos for you guys. However, it didn't quite go to plan, and there are a number of reasons why. Like, for example, one day there was too many clouds in the sky and it just looked too glary or dull, and other times there were just too many campers there and I wasn't able to find any nice spots that didn't have cars, tents or caravans in it. So this kind of culled a lot of ideas, such as the Milky Way shoot, which I've been dying to do for you guys. But nonetheless, I was able to video some of the fun we had on the water, as well as the sunset shoot, to show you guys exactly how I did it. When doing sunrise or sunset shoots, I always like to plan ahead. To do this, I use the PhotoPills app to help me see where the sun will be rising and setting at what time, so I know where to set up my tripod. The beauty of this PhotoPills app is that it tells you when the blue hour and golden hour begins, so I know what time I need to get to my desired spot to start shooting. You can, however, do this without the PhotoPills app by simply Googling when the sun will rise or set in the location that you're at, and aim to get there about an hour prior to set up and wait for that perfect shot. To find the location of the sun, all you have to do is look up. If you're after a sunset, just look in the direction the sun is going and simply follow it. If you're doing a sunrise, just follow the brightest part of the sky. I did this for a sunrise at Lake St Clair and it worked like a charm. So you found a prime location, you've gone there early to set up your tripod, your camping chair and crack open a bevy. Now all you gotta do is wait. But for me, I have a little bit of FOMO, so as soon as the golden hour starts, I like to begin taking photos, and I continue to do this every 5 to 10 minutes as the colours of the sky change. That way I know I won't miss out on the best part. But you don't have to do this if you're confident you'll get the snap at the best part of the sunrise or sunset. Let's move on to camera settings. For this, I like to shoot in ISO 100 as it allows me to keep the shutter open for longer. Therefore, I feel like it absorbs the light and the colour from the sky a bit better. Plus, on some occasions, it's given the sun a bit of bokeh, which is like a starring effect. With my aperture, I like to keep it at a happy middle, which for me is anywhere between f8 and f11. And as always, I adjust my shutter speed to suit. But in saying that, in order to get the colours of the sky, I generally like to underexpose by 1 f-stop. However, in this shoot, I overexposed by 1 f-stop to try and avoid the silhouetting of the mountains in the foregrounds. So then all I did for about 40 minutes was adjust my shutter speed as needed to compensate for the changing light, and I snapped away until the sun was gone. For the focus, I like to use autofocus in live view to then focus on something that's 1/3 of the way into the shot, so from the bottom. And then I set it to manual focus so this doesn't change throughout the duration of the shoot. With my friends wanting to go skiing at Lake St Clair, I thought I'd try my skills at action photography. And I'm not gonna lie, it was bloody hard. But I still managed to get some okay-ish shots despite the fact that my subject kept moving in and out of focus and I was being thrown around the boat, which made framing and composition extremely hard. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd like to say that action photography is a game of luck. The settings I used for this shoot was ISO 200 to 400 depending on the lighting conditions, and again I used f8 to f11 as this is the happy middle, and for my shutter speed I used 1/1000. Now in saying that, as the shutter speed is your priority in this situation, you want to keep that as needed but change the other settings to get that balanced exposure. For example, using a smaller aperture if you need more light, or changing the ISO for the same result. With the focus, I just used either single servo or continuous servo. I forgot what the difference was at the time of shooting, so I played with both, but I did notice that with the continuous servo, it had a picture of a guy surfing, so I have a feeling that was the one I was supposed to be using. So that's pretty much it, guys. I've showed you how to take sunrise and sunset photos, as well as some action shots. If I've left anything unanswered, comment below and I'll get back to you. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye!